Peace, family. Back with another video. Comment, like, subscribe at Buck Preacher 2283. Um, Today's video is going to be on Sarasota, Florida. The incident that took place, I think it was the day before yesterday, with the 18-year-old kid walking down the street and the quote-unquote mob that surrounded him, trying to question why he was in the neighborhood when he lived in the neighborhood. But it seems like they really wasn't interested in him living in the neighborhood. Seems like there was more like a mob trying to provoke someone. You get what I'm saying? I have a few issues with that video. The first issue is a real simple one. When it comes to somebody walking down the neighborhood, you don't know who they could be visiting. You don't know whose house they coming from. You do not own a neighborhood to that degree to where you get to question whose house I just came from. That's insanity and that's ludicrous. Second of all, I have a problem with one of them guys yelling out, "You said something to my wife," because you can kind of hear it's a blatant lie. And let's go back to the mother's post. She said he went outside initially to try to talk to his girl because the reception was bad after the hurricane, right? So he's just basically walking around his own neighborhood trying to get reception, and he runs into this mob that doesn't have anything to do but try to provoke some black kid so they can pretty much George Zimmerman family. That's why I think the incident happened, because George Zimmerman is pretty much walking free, eating breakfast every day. Why else do you think one of these guys went and grabbed a gun and thought that was okay? George Zimmerman should be locked up with the key thrown away right now. The fact that he is walking free is a problem. And you just seen a result of that problem. You see, these guys didn't have no problem surrounding this kid. And at the end of this video, one guy act like he was going to go in his car and grab his you-know-what. And some guy's just holding him back. Like, no. Luckily, he was recording, man. Because I know he probably had a little fear in his heart. Because who knows if he had something to protect himself. All I know is every last one of them should be arrested. America is a free country. You do not own a neighborhood. You do not get to shake people down when they come through your neighborhood, quote unquote, trying to play neighborhood watch when you really just on some nonsense because y'all been in the group talking about black folks. You can see the racism in each and every one of them people, and you can see what they sit around and talk about. Racism is a way of life, people. You get what I'm saying? And that ignorance, even though it's kind of like gonna have to be stamped out, it still exists, and it's pretty strong. And I call it ignorance because it is ignorance. You can't control who's on this earth skin color wise. Why? You're not God. So I don't care how much energy you give racism, you're never gonna put a dent in it. You know why? You don't control who gets to live on the earth. So get a clue. I just want to send shouts out to that young brother. I hope he's doing okay. That video was pretty, it was pretty scary, family. And I'm not a scary dude, but, for 5 cats to be following you like that, and he's 18, luckily he pulled out his camera, man. You know what I mean? Because anything could have happened to him. Then you get one guy yelling out who's some kind of monster and liar. "You said something to my wife." Well, that's what got Emmett Till killed, you monster. Why would you even yell out some stuff like that that's not true? Now, the police need to do their job. Arrest these guys for harassment, fine them, and let people know that that's not okay. And karma is at play. I don't care who you are. You might think racism is okay, but you gonna get your karma with that. You know, who are you to say who lives on this earth and who is evil and who's not evil? Evil is hating someone because of their skin color. That's evil. And it's just sad that we're in 2024 still facing the same nonsense. Well, America, you better get it together because the rest of the world's going to leave you behind. A lot of folks are starting to see through this country making the same mistakes, wanting to be stuck in the 1600s with slavery for some odd reason. I don't get it. If you haven't figured out that you don't control skin color on earth by now, I don't know what to tell the racists. Besides, stay out the way, because that's another way of us not getting anything done through politics, because we're so divided. You know, you racist people, you're in the way. And like I said, man, my heart goes out to that young brother. I hope you're doing good. Keep your head up. To African Americans, maybe y'all need to take a walk through that neighborhood, because sometimes we got to show up and show out. You know, non-violent, of course, no violence involved. Just, you know, rock the boat, because we have to stand up against racism. You know, I have grandchildren. That could have been my grandchild walking down that street, and that scares me to death. So I want to know what you think out there. Do you think they were so comfortable doing this because of George Zimmerman? Because I do. Y'all have a blessed evening. Peace.